guys, welcome to the first episode of our VTuber tutorial series. Just keep in mind when you're watching this, this isn't like meant for pros. This isn't going to make the most amazing, beautiful, complicated VTuber you've ever seen. This is for more of like a basic rig. It's meant to be kind of the series I would have liked to follow along when I was making my first model. It's meant to be something more simple. If you do want something more complicated, there are for sure better tutorials than this. Just keep in mind, I I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing, but this is only my second model. But so first of all, you need this app over here, Live 2D Cubism. You can just Google it and then download it. You're gonna open her up, and then you're gonna come over here to File, Open. Yeah. And then you're going to find it, and make sure you've named it something or it'll be hard to find. And you need to make sure it's a .psd file, and it has to have all the layers separated. So, oh no. So as you can see, we're already having issues because something important to note when you're doing this thing is that clipping layers don't carry over. You're going to have to re-clip stuff once you bring it in here. So we're going to go over that in a second, but yeah, so make sure stuff is named. I did not name some of this stuff, and that is going to make me want to crawl into a hole and die later. But it's okay for right now. I'm just gonna fix this clipping and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna show you how to use clipping layers since I have some clipping stuff I need to fix myself. So you can see this eye, the shadow got fixed. This one, it hasn't. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to go to my other eye, and you see this thing, that's my shadow. So if we go over here to this clipping ID thing, we can press here, and then select everything we want it to clip onto. So for me, it's going to be the eye white, the, I don't know, sclera, iris, I don't know. How do eyes work? This thingy, and the pupil. I don't want to clip onto the highlights. That's just like a stylistic choice for me, is the highlights go above. And we can see now that the shadow is behaving. It's not clipping outside the eye. Now, I have some other stuff I need to fix, so we're going to speed this part up, hopefully. But you can see like this highlight's clipping out. The hair shadow is clipping out. Most of the shadows are merged down, but I wanted the hair shadow to move, so that's not what I meant to press. But yeah, I'm gonna fix that really quick. Clipping montage! Alrighty, would you look at that, we're back. Okay, so turns out I was unable to fix some of the stuff here just with clipping layers because I screwed up and accidentally didn't merge down some of the stuff that needed to be. So you guys get to learn another cool tool. Yippee! Uh, oh, okay, we did it. Yay! Okay, so some of the stuff needed to be merged down, and I didn't because I thought I could get away with it, but I couldn't. So the hair shadow is merged onto the face because I have a fancy shading style. Somebody's gonna get mad about it, but I don't care, and it's gonna look great because I'm not having the hair go everywhere. And if I do, I guess I'll just have the face go everywhere as well. sue me. Sue me, I dare you. Okay. Let's make sure we can see stuff again. And there we go. Everything's fixed. So I'm going to be showing you the very first thing that I did on my first VTuber model, which was making the head Z movements. If you don't know what that means, or you're thinking about it in a 3D way, don't worry, I was confused too. But it basically just means we're going to make the head tilt instead of like turning to the sides. I don't know how to show you, bro. But I'm going to show you how to make your first deformer. So go up here. It says create rotation deformer. We're going to create that. Yeah. And let's not have you poking up my booty. I'm going to put it right on the neck. So that's kind of where it's going to rotate from. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a hot minute. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. And then I think if we just do this, everything should get attached to that rotation deformer. And if I'm wrong, someone can hit me in the head with the crowbar because I'm wasting y'all's time. Let's see. Oh, look at that! The head rotates. Look at that. I was right. Wah, 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 wah. So, in case you missed what I did, I just took everything in here, went to deformer, and instead of root, I set it to rotation root part. And so now if I go up here, it'll turn. So there's other things that need to do that, obviously. So you're going to go ahead and do those. For example, in the mouth, I need my mouth to do that. So this is just going to take a minute. I'll speed this part up. So yeah, as you can see, it's not hard, but it does take a while. Let's test this. Okay, we missed the headband. And then just remember, Control Z is undo. It's very helpful. I wish I knew that before. Alright, so we got the headband, and now your head should rotate pretty nicely. But I know you're thinking, what about the back hair? And so, assuming you've got back hair similar to mine, or you'll need to do this with like pigtails or any other kind of long hair or back hair, anything that would be affected by gravity, which I would assume most hair would be. You're going to attach it just like the other stuff, but as we can see, that does not look good. That looks dookie. And I could do this with my side bangs too, but I'm lazy. As we know, I'm lazy. But if you have side bangs that you want this to do separately or pigtails, you should be able to do basically the same thing. But what we're finally going to do is use these thingies down here. Now this is the most important part of rigging your VTuber model is the parameters. So this, it gives you a bunch of preset ones, which is, oh, it's so nice. Don't delete any of these unless I tell you to, or you happen to be even lazier than me, in which case, round of applause, that's hard to do. But you're going to press this button, and it's going to add 3 green dots. And so you're going to slide it over here, and it has to be exactly on the dots for this to work. So you can just click, or you just slide it all the way over. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rotate the head however much we want it, like whatever the maximum amount of like turning is going to be. Okay, so decide what the maximum amount of turning you want to be. And I think that that's pretty good for me. And now if we slide this, we see it turns, but we see it doesn't do that on the other side. So we're going to press reflect motion, this right here. bars, and then reflect motion. And you're going to say reflect horizontally, which is across. Vertically is up and down. You remember horizontal because it's the horizon, which is like, I don't know. If you don't know what the horizon is, I can't help you. But you press that, and then now it'll do it on the other side. Yippee! And you can do it manually, but A, that's more work, and B, it won't be even. And if you're like me, that will drive you crazy. But now it's even. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the hair and we're going to make a deformer. Yay! We're going to make a warp deformer. And we're going to hope this works. And if it doesn't, someone can hit me in the head with a crowbar. I'm getting beat up today. It's fine. But, it warps things. Yay. The corners are like extra powerful, I guess. But you can also rotate stuff with it, which is nice. And stuff tends to get funky when you have more than one deformer on it. So, wait, I think you can rotate stuff with it. Yeah, there we go. You just got to select the big box. And make sure you're on the dot when you're doing this. Oh, wait. Whoop. Oh. Okay, so I'm sorry. But you see how there's not green dots anymore? You have to add those back. If you select something else to like add to one of these, you have to add the 3 dots back or it won't like save. But we're going to do that and then we're going to rotate it so that the hair is like facing down but is still like attached to the head. Let me figure out where to grab it. There we go. And you're just going to kind of find a spot where it looks good. Okay, let's try that. Yay! And now we're going to use reflect motion again, okay? Reflect motion. Oh, shoot, we have to select it. I'm sorry. It's working! Yay! And then as we can see, it's a little bit funky. It's like doing this weird hop thingy if you watch the bottom. I don't know why. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more, and maybe I'll speed this part up if it takes too long. Okay, there we go. It's not perfect, but I don't care. Actually, that's pretty good. And if you need to reset it to just being like even, you just do that. No, you just put a 0. Okay, so congrats. You did the head Z movements. That's gonna be all for today. Bye. See you next episode, I guess. Adios. You can now shake your head. Yay. That was the easy part.